Hi there, Dead Ideal Boy here, back with another video, and we're going to jump straight into the action in this one and show you this incident here, where we were absolutely, deliberately wiped out of the race by a driver called Cagey Vet. Now, I have no idea who this guy is, where he came from, why he decided to deliberately sideswipe me, troll me. I can only presume it's because I was live streaming at the time and he decided that he wanted to become centre of attention. You can see here, absolutely deliberately wiping me out. There's no doubt about it. There's no, maybe he didn't know I was there. There's, you know, maybe he get hit by someone else. There's nothing like that here. We're going to watch it from his point of view, just, you know, to clarify that before anybody thinks that there was perhaps something that had happened. And there certainly wasn't anything from me before this in any of the other races. You can go back and watch the live stream as evidence, but you can see there, a totally deliberate act from him to clean me out of the race. And we'll watch it one more time, just for clarity, from the car behind him, and you can see just how deliberate this action is, swiping across the track to try and end my race, which he effectively did. This was lap 2, and you know, there's no real way back from that after you know, visiting Barrier in a manner like that. So we caught back up though to the group that he was in by the middle of lap 9, and I see him doing this. He then decides to try and murder the Portuguese driver who he was having a little battle with. The Portuguese driver then tries to gain some revenge, and basically it caused chaos. You can see there, it was ruining everybody's race. It was becoming like one of those races you just dread to be in. Now I then saw the opportunity to maybe try and take him out of the race and let everybody else finish it without his presence, and we get rightly penalised for the hit. We've got 6 seconds worth of penalties there, so we serve all the penalties, but he waits for me to try and take me out one last time. You can see there, we just hit the brake so that he couldn't swipe across us this time, and we go into the pits because I didn't want any more I didn't want to be part of this game anymore. I'd lowered myself, I'd let myself down badly enough by retaliating in the first instance. I lowered myself. Normally I don't, and I did. And you can hear me there in the live stream, you know, mentioning the fact that I'd lowered myself down to his level and really just let myself down. So just all of that building up, and then you get a guy just wiping you out. You can hear in my voice how kind of frustrated I am, but it's just one of these things. I look back on it now, yeah, I do regret retaliating, but yeah, as I said there, I am only human. So we jump into this next race, and you can see here, this was from the live stream, so I've just picked up the footage from that. That's why you can see me in the camera, which you normally don't usually see in the videos. We're going to watch this race and how it unfolds, because, well, you're going to see why we continued on with this race. It's a very difficult race. It was a very frustrating race. I think everybody who raced Red Bull Ring last week, if you were starting sort of mid-pack, it was an absolute nightmare, because everybody was so desperate for track position on the opening couple of laps, heading down into turn 1, heading down into the hairpin at turn 3, and then down into turn 4. It is a dive bomber's nightmare. You can see here this incident on the right hand side. We were in 4th place up until this point. Now, the guy in the inside hits the guy on our left hand side. We have to take avoiding action. We lose another position up the inside, and then we come out of this whole sequence of event in P8. Now we were in P4, and due to the actions of the other players all hitting each other, smashing into each other, pushing to pass, we have to take avoiding action left, right and centre to stay out of the trouble, and in doing so, effectively everybody just takes advantage and you end up losing position after position. So the frustration just builds and builds, and I was really struggling to hold it together at this point. Now, we have an accidental hit in the back there, the pinball physics there, but nobody dies, so that's fine. We've survived, we backed off, and then we get the run up the inside here and into turn 1. Like I said, it's a dive bomber's paradise, but we've not dive bombed here, we're well up the inside, and then we just get swiped across the back end, and we're in the wall once again. So another race ruined. and we're at the back of the pack. Now you're going to see,
You might need to call it a night, lads.
you can hear in my
This
voice
is too much to take.
the body language. It's all just becoming a bit much now. This is kind of amplified because it's live on stream, and you can hear and see, you know, how I feel. Normally if you're off stream you'd probably just rage quit, you know, be annoyed for a while, but yeah, dust yourself down. You can't really do that when you're live on stream and you've got, you know, people watching you and, you know, looking for some form of entertainment. But they were really supportive. The chat and community that come into the live stream are just amazing, I have to say. They really keep you going, and that was the reason why I was still going. So we're now forward, lap 9. We've caught the pack again. Another 2 drivers have, you know, just had some shambolic racing and ended up both in the gravel. I don't know if Cagey Vet was responsible for that one, but he's the guy that's now well and truly in the mix of this pack, and we're catching back up with him, which,
How's he not getting a penalty,
you know,
for anything though?
he wasn't getting penalties. I don't know what was happening. Nothing was sticking with him, and, you know, as far as penalties was concerned. But here we are, we're right on the back of him now, and I'm just bracing myself for something to happen. And he didn't disappoint as he brake checks me going down the straight. So I knew what I was in for again. Any chances of just having a clean race with this guy are out of the window. Now, I really didn't want to retaliate again. It was everything I could do to just try and beat him on track, but it's difficult, I'm not going to lie. This was difficult. However, we're going to try and keep calm, keep composed. We might be at the back of the track again, we might be at the back of the pack, but we've carried on this far, and we'll see where it takes us. Now, obviously we lost another position there because of it. The Porsche goes up the inside, and it's his turn now to try and get past Cagey Vet, but he goes a little bit wide there, and then just inexplicably turns left, drives off the track and kills himself. So once again we are the car behind Cagey Vet. Now he's got a half-second penalty, and that is going to prove to be crucial, because what is that going to do? It's going to bring him right back in front of us, going into the last couple of corners of this lap. So here we go, he's going to serve the penalty, and we're going to catch right up. He's going to slow down, but we're going to slow down because I knew he wanted me to try and hit into him, get a penalty, do something, but we restrained ourselves, and we thought, no, we want to beat this guy on track. We want to, you know, just outrace him, outthink him, you know, anything rather than be, you know, dirty in a retaliation manner. So come round turn 1, he goes slightly wide there, but we're right behind him, we've got the run, and he's just going to ease off, and I could see this coming a mile away, and we just ease off the brakes, and he just slides on right by. Now look at my reaction. Look at my reaction. I am absolutely
do anything. I just
held my ground with that, because as I've just said there, I didn't do anything wrong. I just held my ground, waited for him to hit the brakes, try to brake check me, swipe across. I just eased off the accelerator and let him come right across when I wasn't there, and he killed himself.
He's calling me dirty. He sent a message saying dirty.
Now, just behind the camera, that's where the message has popped up, him calling me dirty, and then he goes on to rage quit. So that just says it all about him. However, we finished the race, albeit we're in P12, so that's fine. We won the main battle of that race, which was just to try and not
appreciate it,
lose out again to an absolute toxic troll. So remember, he called me dirty, and somebody in the chat suggested, well, why don't you report his message? So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to see if this actually works. So we have to try and decide how this is going to fit in. I mean, it could probably be harassment of a player. At the time, I wasn't sure, so we just went for, well, calling somebody dirty, that could be classed as vulgar language. We'll go with that. So we submit the report, and lo and behold, we get this message back from PlayStation the following day that they had reviewed they'd reviewed my report, and they'd determined it breached the code of conduct and had taken appropriate action against the player involved. So although it's not going to be a ban, I don't believe, he will have that strike against his name. So yeah, worth reporting it if you see somebody, you know, saying something like that. You know, use the report function. Might not be about their driving, but it could help eventually get somebody who is toxic like him banned. So you see here, that was the incident at turn 1 that kind of just sparked the whole thing off, because it ended up with me at the back of the pack after getting spun out. And here's the incident here where we're going to be absolutely brake checked. Again, he doesn't, you know, I don't know why the penalty system isn't recognising his behaviours here. We'll skip forward on to lap 11 where the real action happens. You can see here, he's going to try and bait us in. He's going to ease off the accelerator. He thinks we're going to be a sitting duck to swipe across, but I just backed off. He foolishly attempted to go for the double hit, missed me because I wasn't there anymore, and off he went into the grass doing a nice 360 no scope in the process. So that felt so much sweeter than just retaliating and hitting him off track like I had done in the first race when we were taken out by him. So again, although we let ourselves down badly in that first race by retaliating, there is only so much you can take as a player in this game, and Red Bull Ring last week is one of those tracks which can absolutely take you to your wits' end. You can have some amazing races, particularly if you're out in the front with a clean pack, but if you're in the midfield and you've got a driver like that just causing chaos, then it just makes the game so difficult to play. And I think a lot of us can feel that pain. We can relate to what we've just witnessed there. So there we go. That was that. We managed to not only defeat the dirty driver, the toxic troll, we reported him using their little report function, and we got him at the very least, a warning for his conduct. And as I said, if that is something that they continue to do, maybe it will result in a ban. Maybe they have been banned, I just don't know. But watch out for that driver, Cagey Vet, an absolute troll. I believe it might be an alias for another troll. I've had rumours, people have mentioned rumours to me about it being somebody else, but I can't confirm or deny that, so I wouldn't want to say. But that is what happened to us at the Red Bull Ring last week, live on stream. So yeah, if you want to, see this action live at any point, then feel free to subscribe. It would be amazing to have you on board. We're out here trying to do our thing, trying to race clean, have good clean races, have great fun on the streams. So yeah, it's amazing to have so many of you supporting me and helping the channel grow that little bit. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Keep an eye out for that guy. Hopefully we won't have to make another video outing him, but I felt it was important not just to show that we outsmarted him and defeated him in the end, but that the report function did actually serve a purpose, and there was at least a positive message coming back from Sony about the person's behaviour and the fact that they have been warned for breaching the code of conduct. So there we have it. But yeah, hope you all have a great week racing this week, better than last week for me anyway, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.